Hong Kong has not had civil service reform for a generation. The rest of the world has moved on. Why is that?
Professor John Burns is the former Dean of Faculty of Social Sciences. He's a frequent commentator on Bloomberg, Sky News, and Backchat of RTHK Radio 3. And most significantly, he's the author of a book called Government Capacity and the Hong Kong Civil Service, a book first published in 2002.
Professor Burns, you gave a speech on the civil service reform at the Speaker Luncheon at the Hong Kong Club in May 1999, and your book was first published in 2004. That was two decades ago. Why is civil service reform important to good governance?
Actually, civil service reform is not the most important thing that we need for good governance. Let's unpack the notion of good governance. I mean, good governance includes accountability, it includes transparency, it includes participation, and it includes efficiency. Civil service reform in 1999 focused on efficiency, but it seemed to not really consider the others, and especially I'm concerned about accountability. So far, the principal official accountability system, which arguably touched the civil service, this reform in 2003, which is the only thing that's happened since 1999, this thing focused on bureaucratic accountability. And political accountability, I have to say, seems to have been lost in what we've been doing since 1999. I mean, there was a brief period where political accountability seemed to be more important when Mr. Tong Ji-hwa, was the chief executive, and since then, I would say it's been less important. So, for good governance, you need all of these things.
Particularly politics. But politics is sort of a sensitive subject. How do we handle this?
Politics is a sensitive subject, but we have to get used to this. Politics is not a dirty word. Politics is about compromise, negotiation, and taking care of interests. So I think we have to have a new idea about what is politics.
So what happened in Hong Kong? Why did civil service reform stalled?
I mean, I think there are many reasons, and probably the most important reason is because of our political system. If you look at the political system, I would argue, in 1997, we transitioned 1997 with a colonial political system still intact, with a colonial civil service still intact, with a colonial education system still intact, I'm part of that, and a colonial economy still intact. All of these things are still here. So the demand for civil service reform from the community or from external actors hasn't been very great, and the civil service has been able to resist this.